I want to be like, I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him, okay, the police are I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
That's Courtney Clenney. That's the day before she stabbed and killed her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli. This is the day before. There's a big argument, a whole scene. The folks in her building call police. This is the body cam video. We've got it for you tonight. In the video, she's claiming to be the victim of him. Remember, self-defense is going to be her defense at her murder trial. She stabbed and killed him the next day. So we're going to take a look at this body cam footage with our body language experts. Rodney Smith is still with us, along with Dr. Carol Lieberman. And we've also got joining us in Los Angeles, clinical and forensic neuropsychologist, associate professor at Pepperdine University, Dr. Judy Ho. All right, the whole gang is here. We're going to show you a big chunk of this body cam footage. Again, this is the day before she stabs and kills her boyfriend, Christian. But in this, she's the one talking to police about being perhaps the victim of what's happening in their relationship. Let's watch.
She said she don't want police to be called, but when it's in a common area and something happened like that, my safety is the residents first. We had residents out here, you know, filming and all this stuff going on in the lobby area and causing the nuisance. So I called because based on we still have him walking around the property and we need to have him removed. Last time we saw him, he was on the ground level.
Okay.
So
just let me know my
get into
chances to talk. I'm not
you just want to get into your apartment.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, but you told me I was
Time out. Let me talk. Okay.
I feel very like.
What's your name? Courtney?
Yes.
Okay, Courtney.
Why do you have something against me, man? Like, I'm just trying to, like...
What is anything against you?
It seems like
We're
you don't
trying
like
to talk.
me.
So, you just want to get back in your apartment. Unfortunately, he can't be here in the property.
That is totally fine.
Okay. So
he's been literally sleeping in my elevator room without permission.
What we're going to do is we're going to find him so he can leave the property and you get back to your apartment. What else do you need?
I was told I was going to get a chance to speak.
Go ahead, Courtney. What's going on?
It's your turn.
Are you gonna listen?
We're listening. Go ahead.
Did you say something wrong?
Yes. Yes, they're all three here. Okay, so.
Courtney, what do you have?
Did she get back to her apartment?
Hold on. It took me a long time to let them talk to me, so hold on. No, can you please just listen?
Just talk to them. I want to talk to him.
Courtney, what's going on? What do you need?
Okay, can you
What?
My boyfriend. I hate him, Mom. Okay, he hasn't been any reason to me. Okay, I don't care. I'll hold it down. I broke up with him about a week ago. I had my mom fly out. She stayed with me for a week. She tried to like get him out, and he kept sleeping in the elevator inside of my like extra couch. And somehow, I said, okay, Mom, like, it's cool for you to go home today. I think I got it from here. I literally like, took him to the airport this morning. I stayed in my apartment all day. I didn't take my dogs out for like 8 hours because I was afraid that when I came down here, he was going to beat him. And when I did come down, I walked my dogs, and he was telling me he wouldn't leave me alone. I said, can I please just walk my dogs in peace? We're not together.
Courtney, does he have any property in your apartment?
He has so much. Can I, with respect, can I please? I just like, I just feel like I'm not being heard.
All right, she's used to being on camera and performing, right? She's an Instagram model, OnlyFans. She and her boyfriend did some things without their clothes on. And she makes a lot of money, $10,000 a month, that apartment. Okay, we got that all set. We'll start with Dr. Judy Ho. What are your thoughts about what you're seeing here, what you're hearing from Courtney Clenney the day before she stabs and kills Christian?
Well, Vinny, I think that there's obviously two perspectives here. You can look at that video and you can say, this is somebody who is scared. This is somebody who has had a lot of conflict with this boyfriend. She is involving the authorities. She wants to tell her story. And you can see it as a person who, of course, has possibly been through some kind of conflict in this relationship. It sounds like they've had a very, very conflictual relationship. I think that there are some people who are saying, I'm looking at this and I wonder if it's a performance. I wonder if it's just her trying to get attention. So I think there are two sides of the story. I need to watch more of this video and understand more about their backstory, but it does sound like their relationship has been volatile for quite some time.
Dr. Carol Lieberman, your thoughts?
Well, she seems to be performing, you know. I do think that. It's interesting. She's so upset when she can't get them to listen to her, which is very interesting because I think what that reflects is in her childhood, she felt like she wasn't being listened to, that nobody was taking her seriously. And that is what led her to have this career with OnlyFans where she's performing and people pay for it. You know, it's interesting that she's very she's very sexual, not just performing as far as wanting to talk, but she keeps bringing her hands to her breasts, you know, bringing attention to her breasts that are barely covered, and that's a way that she's trying to get them to be nice to her. To you know, she says at one point, "I want to be exonerated." Now she hadn't really done anything yet. So it almost seems like she was planning on doing something, and she wants these people to know that I want to be exonerated. It's not my fault.
All right, Rodney, I want you to watch this next clip. Again, this is the day before Courtney Clenney stabs and kills her boyfriend, Christian, in that same apartment complex. Let's watch.
So I had a lot of opportunities to call y'all, and I did not. So when he's following me around this dog park, I said, there is no, your time is up. Like, that's it. And then all of a sudden, like, he followed me in the elevator, and I said, don't fall. This guy said he shoved her. When I was upstairs, and then they shoved her on my door, I said I shoved him. I said, show me the video. Like, I really got angry because that did not happen. All I did was take my dogs. I feel like I am being cut.
All right. So what do you want to say?
I want to be like, I don't want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him, okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Boomselli.
We don't issue those.
Because, no, I'm serious.
To the court.
Can I do that? Where
you have to go to court. You have to go to downtown.
How can I make myself first? Because I know him and he would do it. How can I make myself first?
You got to get there first.
175 Northwest First Avenue.
Before
175 Northwest.
Is he already on the way?
we have no idea. We don't even know how it looks like.
We don't even know who he is. How do we know that?
So your question is, I need a restraining order against him.
Wow. Okay, Rodney Smith, what'd you see?
So one thing, Vinny, that's very interesting in a lot of these cases is oftentimes in analyzing someone, when you don't really have much to go off of as far as a baseline at someone's norm, when they're in a calm and relaxed state, all we can go off is what we actually see in the video. And one thing that is clear here is she is very animated. She speaks with her hands. And when she speaks, she's got what I would call almost like a crab hand, and she's very animated. She has this psychomotor agitation. She's trying to make sure that she really emphasizes and gets her point across. She wants to make sure that everyone is listening to her, that everyone is paying attention. And it's actually a very interesting piece of evidence that's very beneficial, because right after that, she actually, says that she wants that restraining order, and that she really gives her expression that she is in fear and that she needs something done about it right then. Especially whenever she asked the officer, is he on his way to go get the restraining order? But one of the key things that she did say in this case was, I want to be first. And she said, because I know how he is. So there's a little bit of a competition. Just from looking at some other things, it seems that this relationship was probably a bit toxic in nature as to begin with. It could have been a little bit of back and forth, as some of the neighbors have even complained on them before. And she also referenced that she was afraid of getting kicked out. So she's got a lot of anxiety and stress going on right now. And she made it clear she wanted to be first because there was some type of fear in what was going on at that moment, at that time.